Fuck. Sorry. It is. I just had to kill a bug. It was a weird slug thing. Fuck, this time of year. Actually, it's really rainy out right now, which is lovely. But the bugs, they're starting to creep out of the cracks of the wall, and it's just fucking nasty. Anyways. Oh, also, that's not exactly right. Please tell me you didn't, balance. Hi, welcome back. Today we're going to be reviewing the chain buzzsaw thing that is one of my most awaited weapons that okay. Oh, also, let me show you guys what the hell the pants look like. I don't even know this. Also, I definitely need to just start grinding PvP again because I'm running low on money. These trips to the top floors are getting costly. Where these pants at? Okay, let's see. They cost quite a little bit. Let's see if they look like just yellow, or if it's gold. It's probably yellow. And damn lighting, let it die. Okay, no, it's gold. It's like, yeah, no, it looks gold. Okay, that's passable. It's a bit yellow. It's a bit more yellow than I'd like, but it's passable, ladies and gentlemen. Bam. Oh, we really need the thing in order for it not to be weird. Looks like we're wearing a fucked up kind of diaper. From the front doesn't look bad. God, we're shredded. Holy fuck. What the damage resistance is that compared to my pants? This one is 600 and this one is 800. Actually, not that much of a jump. Huh. Huh. Kind of, we may actually switch pants altogether. But, holy shit. Well. I hadn't turned around, honestly. That's not even a bit. I literally just went straight, because we're gonna eventually fight, what's his fucking name? The White Steel. So I'm getting demon guns, just because that's the weapon that has the best chance of killing him, or I have just seen it kill people. Oh, you son of a bitch! By the way, I didn't even know, I didn't cue into when exactly it was dropping. But the next tier of iron and next tier of a lot of weapons have actually already spawned. So that's fucking awesome. So if you guys really, really want another edition of one of your favorite weapons, such as the Deathburner Iron, unfortunately, it doesn't seem like the Deathburner Iron kept its progression, which the iron in general has always just been the most solid, awesome weapon ever. And it looks like when you get it to its next tier, it doesn't jump the same way as everything else does. It kind of just balances out, which is kind of unfortunate. It is good, but it's not it's not like, okay, times 5, okay, you're a bit strong, times 2, you know what I mean? Kind of like that kind of thing. That's what I've heard. It's still probably godly. Yeah, it's only 1,200. That is not good. It's not that great. But maybe it is, considering it's fire, and maybe that does something. I don't know. What I do know is I got too much shit on my character currently, just random pants and medals and nothing really. Anyways, my apologies for making this video very odd and not structured. But today we're gonna be covering one of the weapons that I had peak excitement for this weapon, and then I kind of leveled out. Because a lot of the charger weapons, looking back on it, especially now that I'm upgrading things like the pick and etc., they're insane. They cost way too much, and it just doesn't seem worth it. It seems like a grind for the sake of grind, not grind because this thing necessarily has power in some cases. In other cases, yes. In other cases, no. But anyways, I believe this thing cost a lot to get. But luckily, one of you guys did it because you thought it looked cool enough. I don't know. But I do have the shitty equivalent, so we're gonna kind of mess around in this one. There she is, the Chainsaw Viper is what it's originally called, and it was teased when the game was just launched, because you guys can see it's right there. It's on his little rack, which looks awesome. But I don't really like what they did with this. It kind of looks like a discount Grim Reaper Scythe. You know what I mean? Alright, this is the first Scythe, or Chainsaw, you unlock. It looks very much like a Scythe. And then you find out as you upgrade it that it's not. it's more of a glorified clamp weapon. And or a weapon straight out of Dead Rising. But first, let's start from the beginning. This weapon starts off doing okay damage. The good news is it's two-handed, so Barbarian will amp the hell out of this thing. But it's max tier, I think this is max tier, gets all the way up to 1,000 damage. But this weapon is more in its weird heavy ability, not necessarily in its base attack, but I think you could get good at it, so to speak. Anyways, basically at its end tier, its durability is 170. We always know that. If you get up to the max tier, that's its durability. Its guard against is B, surprising. Its stamina is C, so it uses a lot of stamina, and unfortunately its rage move is 3. Now what is its rage move again? Texas Cruncher, sorry, fires out the teeth of the chainsaw at an enemy. How much rage does this use? We'll test that on this one, not this one. Yeah, this weapon is not necessarily its rage move, but I don't think its basic attacks are that bad, but its heavy attack, that's the one where you're like, haha, we'll use that one. I'll show you guys in a minute, but let's just check out the mastery in general. I don't think I have it super filled up, because I used this once and then realized, oh, but apparently I don't, because I have it almost maxed out. What? What? I don't know. Okay, so here, we unlock this at level 6, which is telling you something. High-speed jet spin. This is the thing that, if memory serves, just melts bosses. But I'm not sure if it's unstoppable, which is huge. So we may start doing our spin and then an enemy tap us, and then we're just out of it. And then if that's the case, then we should just do heavy attacks. But we'll find that out shortly. But how people used to use this back in the day, because this used to be one of the strongest weapons in the game, is you need a slow shroom. That way an enemy wouldn't hit you at all, and then you just keep spamming heavy, and you just keep spinning and just melt the target instantly. Then again, this was with like a decent chainsaw Viper, not the maxed out one, I think. Anyways, and then there's this one, Chainsaw Massacre. What the shit? What? Alright, wanna know what that is? And then there's more damage, stamina reduction, rage and shit. Cool. Moving on. Alright, so what do they look like? I haven't not used this weapon in a bit. So this is its normal attack. It's just a clamp. Like I said, glorified clamp. The second attack is the spin. Oh, that's not really a spin. Oh, I know why that is. They say spin not because you're actually spinning around, but because you're holding. So you're gonna be doing damage for like 3 seconds after you impact, kind of like the iron and such. But it's heavy. Whoosh, whoosh. Oh, come on, you do it for longer than that. I think that's what people just kept doing though, is they kept just doing this when they were fighting bosses, and they just kept lighting them up. Yeah, and that heavy is, it has stamina cost C? Are you on drugs? Like what? That's gotta be bugged. That should be eating me up, but that's doing nothing. This kicks the shit out of me way more. Just give it a minute. I'm gonna start panting, yeah. I can already hear my heartbeat. What's going on? Why do I have so much stamina? Oh, it's probably the mask. Although, why? Why would this give me stamina? Oh, it does. It does. It gives me 9. Why? What does it? I don't know. Fine, who cares? Doesn't matter. Anyways, that is its combo. I don't think they can be chained together necessarily. Okay, no, that one can. Okay, so that's how you're supposed to do it. Similar to this, how it's like boom and then boom. This one is boom and then follow up with that. Okay, all right. Can you chain with other things? No. Now can I chain? Okay, yeah, so that one happens fast. So you can pretty much do this, and then I imagine do this, and then follow that with another one. They kind of flow. It's not a nice transition, but it's there. Anyways, let's see what we got. Nothing usually. It's gold. You can eat it for XP, or better yet, shoot it. It's a whole thing. I don't want to talk about it. Well, let's test out my shitty chainsaw Viper on floor 12 because we need silk. So just never mind. Don't look at me, okay? I'm trying to upgrade these pants, trying to multitask here. I'm really digging the knight's armor though. Like I'm really, like also, when I see its upgrade path, I'm not like, I'm fucked. You know, it's nice when you see the cost of something and you're like, oh, that's within budget. Oh, great, we're in business, baby. Oh, also, the way these came out, these Let It Die videos have come to you guys have actually been pretty shitty. Sorry about that. I think, like, E3's over and I still haven't uploaded the video where I kind of nudge at the fact that we probably are gonna stream it. We've already streamed it. Yeah, it's weird. It was a blast though. I will say, that was a total marathon for me though. For those of you guys who don't know, I don't know, I kind of think of my streams as like I spend myself as soon as possible. I'm not like sitting there like, just like playing the game silently. Oh, actually, I did a good amount of damage, especially with Barbarian. Maybe this is worth investing. I don't know. No silk, no silk. Unhappy about it. But yeah, I usually can only stream for like maybe 2 hours, 3 hours, and then I'm spent. You know what I mean? I'm like sweating. Like I'm like, eh. Okay, that's fine. Hello. Boom. Yeah. So that's what that one kind of is. Actually, I'm really digging the utility of this weapon. I stopped using it because I didn't really know how to play the game, but this may actually have a lot more things than I'm giving it credit for. Like this actually pops out quite fast. And I don't think this weapon is necessarily supposed to be on this floor range. Oh, what? Oh, oh, that's bullshit. I rolled. You bastard. And roll. What did I say? I don't know. I said roll? I don't know why. Super shitty run. Super bad run. Not a single silk. Fuck. God damn it. Actually, yeah, that is surprisingly a good distance when we do that clamp thing. Vomit, hurry. We're puking through our mouth guard and it's probably in our eyes. Mouth guard. Yeah, it's weirdly actually a decent amount of distance that you do. And then again, all the two-handed weapons don't have like great distance clear, so yeah. Yeah. Anyways, to fight Shitty Gato. And then maybe Cohen, just because. Anyways, so yeah, we streamed E3. And it was actually a blast. I think I'll make that a thing every year because it was hilarious turning over to the chat every now and then and seeing you guys just react to it with me. Also, the memes are always crazy in those whenever we stream, and it was great. Had a blast. Also, so many video games. I made a Let's Talk talking about it. Kind of. I have a Let's Talk where I'm talking about like analyzing the way, like reviewing the conferences, not me being like, fucking video games, I'm hyped about this, I can't wait to see this, etc. Which I might make, depending on what happens. I'll tell you right now, my most hyped games right now, I could probably play and say it. Fallout 76, even though I'm curious about the offline mode and if you're able, also the way quests work, I'm hyped. Regardless, I'm hyped, I'm gonna play it. It sounds like it's like Fallout mixed with Destiny, which I'm kind of into. It's a service kind of game, so it's gonna be updated over the course, not like DLC format. I think. Let's just see. Yet nothing. Great. Okay. And now we're gonna overkill you like a lot. Like a lot. Actually, it was a lot, but it wasn't impossible. Why can't I hit you? What happened? Did they change you? Did they change you, Gato? Because you were perfect the way you were. Wallop. Oh, I can't see shit. It's so much colors. Rip thumbnail, because that is just not happening. Let us fight Cohen. That was weird. This thing is way too huge. Oh, but we can use its shitty rage move. Actually, I don't know if it's shitty or not. It sounds like any ranged rage move is actually fairly good. I just am interested to see how bad the damage is. And of course, this isn't going to be that good of a showcase of the damage because this is such a shitty weapon for these enemies. Oh, sorry, Fallout 76. I'm so fucking hyped that they announced Devil May Cry. Surprisingly, some of my predictions didn't happen. Not that I was like that confident, but still. Okay. That's actually pretty good. This weapon should not be fighting them. Like let me show you guys how shitty the damage is. Oh, but that's a pretty tricky weapon. Okay, no, the weapon is not bad. It was just bad for Gato. Shit. I shouldn't be wasting my armor on these stupid fucking people. Yeah, they didn't release what I really thought they were going to, which is I thought Volition was going to come out with another Saints Row game, but that never happened. I guess they need more time to work on it, because the reasoning for that is because Volition needs a game, like right now, and it can't be like a game that could potentially not sell well because they're not financially in the best place, I think. Oh, come on. Come on. Really? Do I have to go kill that person? Oh, no, we're okay. Was I blind? I don't know. Fucking anyways. Let's just handle one thing at a time, me. What do you call it? Devil May Cry 5 got announced, and I'm a massive fan of the Devil May Cry series. More or less, I jumped into the series with Nero. So I'm kind of weird and biased in that sense. I played Devil May Cry 4, and I loved it because to me it felt like a jumping on point for the series because it was a new character like Nero, not Dante. But then I understand why people love the fuck out of Dante. By DMC, like that, I love that game. I know so many people who are like purists of the series, which, by the way, I could talk about how fucking crazy that is. Anyways, but yeah, more or less, I'm hyped for Devil May Cry 5. I'm kind of pissed that they took away Nero's fucking demon arm, and they're like, you know what's just as cool as a demon arm? Robot arm. Nah, not really. Not at all, actually. I would much rather have a glowing demon arm than a mechanized bot arm. I mean, maybe that's because gameplay could be a little bit more cool with it. I don't know. But what I do know is, my God, am I just like, ugh, I can't wait. I can't wait to play it. But also, I'm very worried for like the character. Like, I actually really like Nero as a character in Devil May Cry. He seemed like he was a weird, kind of like similar to Dante, but also very different in the sense that he's like a hopeless romantic. That was the whole thing in Devil May Cry 4, was that his whole thing was like protecting this thing he sought to be an angel, which was this girl, it seems. And he was this demon. Basically, that was the whole counterpoint, is that he was like this demon who had like stupid strength because of this demon arm. He was an amazing swordsman. And people think that he's Virgil's child and that Virgil's stealing his arm because it has the goddamn Virgil sword in it. And fucking what is this game? Devil May Cry series, every game is like that. The more you think about it, the more you're like, what? What? Okay. You know what? Fine. Sure. Why not? I can't. Okay. Oh yes, Cohen. Let us fight. Start it, please. People are following me. But yeah, I don't really like Nero's new look as well. Like, I kind of feel people on the whole Devil May Cry or DMC remake, because I'm actually not a fan of Nero's new look. He kind of looks like he just, like he was in puberty that whole time in the previous game, and I'm kind of like, nah, please. Do your little sonar thing. Okay, so wow, I'm surprised that hit did more damage than the other one. Yeah, that seems like the wombo combo that you want. But that heavy attack is, woo, the mainly, oh no! Oh God, breath. That one attack seems like the one you're after. The heavy attack, this. Yeah, that one, that whole like, that looks awesome. That whole spin move, that heavy, has definitely still got its power in it. And yeah, it's not that bad to dodge. Again, this character specifically, Cohen, has always had a very like obvious attack pattern. But it's a pass. Let's go fight Gato with it though. Because I believe Gato, well, I don't know. I don't know if Cohen, you guys tell me, but I don't remember. So I'm sorry. But just the resistances of bosses. But yeah, I'm excited for Devil May Cry 5. Happy as hell that they're making it, especially continuing Nero's story, because I was actually one of the few that actually liked his story. Don't like his new look. Don't like they took away his arm. Can't wait to play more Devil May Cry though. That's where I feel about that. And then the other one, because I walked away from E3 with like 4 games. I was like, holy shit. Fallout 76, Devil May Cry 4, Ghost of something. It's Sucker Punch's new game. The people that make Infamous are making like a badass samurai game that looks awesome. And Dying Light 2. Dying Light 2, I feel like they are smart about the way that they're handling things. And people are gonna be like, but what about Assassin's Creed? Or what about that Witcher game guy thing? Futuristic Witcher 2 or whatever it's called. I'm hyped about all those, but I haven't seen enough to really know what they are. You know what I mean? That's how I felt about all of Sony's press conference. And I was just like, I don't know what I'm looking at, you know? You know what? This is stupid, me. Because this is gonna come out fucking like 2 months after E3 happens. It's not, but still. I'm dating the videos pretty hard, honestly. Yeah, I don't know. To me, I always love E3. And the reason why Dying Light I thought was awesome is because they're doing something that I think is just clever in general, which is they seem like they're aware of what Dying Light's problem was, which for me, I think many people, is I feel like the story was secondary, like it just didn't need to be there more or less at all. And yeah, I kind of really didn't like the story of Dying Light. It just felt like they kept trying to make you feel for these characters, but they didn't really give you any reason why you should. And all of them ended up being like dying. So like after 2 die, you're just like, okay, everyone's dying. So I'm just not gonna care about anyone. And then you don't. And then the story was just its weakest point. Its world and its atmosphere, I think, was its strongest. And the thing that they're doing in Dying Light 2, if you haven't heard, is that they're having a dynamic world. So throughout the course of you playing, there's certain factions in the world space, and if you side with certain factions, kind of like Infamous, in the sense that, like, when you put evil into the world, or when you side with control, you sometimes get a brutal kind of control, like people hung up from streets so that people follow the rules. And then chaos being the thing that's like, there's just tons of criminals everywhere, but it's like free enterprise. So there's like black markets everywhere, and it's all like choosing who gets water and who doesn't get water and this and that. And the world changes as you make those choices, which to me, I'm like, yes, that to me is the story that I want. A story where I affect the world, not necessarily, hey, look at this character, they're so fun and nice, right? They're dead. Ha. And I'm like, fuck off. Get away from me. That feeling. But I'm hyped. Nevertheless, I'm hyped. But yeah, let's just do our heavy attack, because that's where we found the most strength in. But let us also do this. Well, that was a fail a little bit, but that initial hit was enough damage to be something. Did they make you immune for that? I don't understand. Is your hitbox halved? Why am I not hitting you? Every boss, especially Gato, seems to have this weird, like, change. Oh, come on. Oh, thank God you knocked me out of my breathing, basically. Stop it. Got him. All right, yeah, so this weapon, surprisingly, except not surprising at all, is godly. It is great. Oh, also, did we not collect or did we not get DOD? No, I got DOD. Nice, nice. Yeah, it feels like Gato has a weird hitbox now. Yeah. Maybe I just wasn't like that close to him and I'm a crazy person. That could also be the case. But yeah. This weapon also has a pretty insane durability. Huh. Huh. Even this one, which I don't think has like, this one's durability is 140, this one is 170. And it's a, yeah, I don't know. This weapon just feels like it's lasting. it's staying around for a long time. I'm actually intrigued. I might want to invest in this. And it's a two-handed weapon, which you know, that works for me. So, let's go look at the parts that it costs to make. I don't think we'll go into the TDM because more or less, I think you can put it together, what's happening and etc. Oh, but that Sucker Punch game, I was talking about it, but I really, I kind of don't like, I like a lot where the new Assassin's Creed games are happening, and I love the myth and legends of those places. I like the addition of like loot, you know, instead of finding 1,000 crystals on the map that unlock the best armor, instead you have to kill an enemy to find an armor that drops it, etc. I'm fine with that. I just hate the Dark Souls combat. To me, it's done not very well. And I know a lot of people like AC Origins, so I'm kind of biting my tongue. But I really don't like the combat in the new AC games. And it's not that I don't want more challenging combat from the classic parry, this, that kind of mentality. I do, but I don't know, man. It just looks like everything's on rails, and I feel bad. Because I feel like they're doing so many good things, but it's the gameplay thing that I can't handle. Fuck. That's the problem with this weapon. It's definitely a counter weapon. Gotcha. Wow. Really? That wasn't enough to kill you. You suck. I didn't really see how bad the rage was. What? What the fuck happened? I mean, it didn't take up any fucking... Okay, now you're pissing me off because you're breaking my goddamn armor. It is a counter weapon, but shockingly enough, its rage move does nothing to the durability. Like, besides like a normal hit, which most rage moves... I'll show you guys. I showed people on stream, and I feel like this is a good deterrent for like... I don't know, I'll show you guys. I think it's ridiculous. Oh, but sorry, the reason why I'm connecting the new Assassin's Creed Origins and Exodus to Sucker Punch's new game is because everything that, like, from the very not combat-centered video, although it just kind of looked like they didn't show the HUD, which is kind of, I think, what is going to show you how you actually play. Anyways, To me, I think Sucker Punch's way of handling and evolving the kind of parry and timing of attacks to me is better, because every single time I got super big Assassin's Creed 2 and Brotherhood vibes from the combat in Ghost, Sucker Punch's Japanese game, where essentially every time you strike someone, it pulled them, like, you know, your sword impacted, and then God, was there a lot of blood, instead of like the Assassin's Creed method now, where you hold down a heavy attack and then you smash him in the side of the face. He does this, and then you see numbers bounce off his face, and that's it. And then he comes at you with the same very obvious attack, and I'm just like, this doesn't seem fun. This doesn't seem fun. Personally, again, I know a lot of people like it, but it's just not. It's not my Assassin's Creed. How? Yeah. How bad is the cost of everything? Ugh. It costs 9 per level up. I mean, this costs 6. You know, it's like that's my budget. You know what I mean? That's what I can grind for. 6 materials, sure. 9 is a bit much for every level. At least with this, I have a lot, so it makes me feel less shitty. Not really, I don't have that much DoD red. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, if there's one thing that we've learned throughout our time with the Chainsaw Viper, it's a shark, is that it's very, very good. And in fact, better than I thought it would be. Yeah, this, and then followed up with this, is very good, but it's still nothing compared to this. I didn't see if this was an unbreakable. I mean, we didn't really get hit out of it. I still think this is the weapon that, like, any weapon that has unstoppable in it is great, because you're always going to get your hit. And if you have Bloodsucker, you're always going to walk away probably better off than the other person if it's a heavy hitting weapon. But the things that I would note about it is it did a shit ton of damage, which is great. Then again, I am spec'd for it to do so. And its rage move cost didn't have any sort of penalty. Also, the thing I want to show you guys was Mr. Baton. Come here and back out of this. Bop, bop, bop. Nom 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 nom. Great. Let's go over to the baton. Look at the baton's durability and just the amazing fashion. You know, if I'm gonna do this, I want a screenshot of it, just so if we have any random video that's nothing. And wha-bam. Now, look at the durability. Yes. Now, you might be like, but Frost, that was the most, God, Grin. It's fucking Grin. Grin, it did so much painful damage. What? What are you talking about? It fucking fire everywhere? Wrong. Wrong, wrong, wrong. It doesn't do that much damage, and, it sadly, very, very sadly, is interruptible. Which has happened every single time I've tried to use this. You know how back in the day I still do it. I train a bunch of enemies behind me, and then I use my rage move or just a heavy, wide-hitting attack to kill them all. Or because I'll jump off of stairs or something like that, and I'll do it. As soon as I used this, I was like, okay, time for everything to die, and I used it, and as soon as I brought my hand up, an enemy attacked, because I'm not sure if they're programmed to be more aggressive when they see that you're open like this. He attacked and knocked me right out of it. So I only got like 2 fireballs to like fly out of my baton before I got knocked out of it, and I was just like, like, what? And I had my weapon destroyed. Like, it's just so not something that you should use, in my opinion. Sorry, that was my debate on why rage is kind of like useless in this game. But there are some weapons, legend says, that every now and again there's some weapons that are actually able to use it, and it not destroy durability, such as the demon gun and this. That's all I can think of. But yeah. Anyways, guys, definitely get this if you want. I mean, again, anything that's two-handed and anything that is that leveled up is going to destroy the world. If you're just willing to spend the amount of resources that I imagine just get worse from 9 per upgrade. Thank you so much for your time. Subscribe button above me, 2 videos to my right. Goodbye.